Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. And today we're taking a look at iOS 14.5 beta 4 as well as watchOS 7.4 beta 4. So both of these were actually released yesterday, so it was Monday the 15th, and both of them actually came through a little bit earlier than usual. So for everybody in the UK, usually it's around 6 p.m, so just after 6 p.m. that the beta actually becomes available, as well as any general release of software as well. And yesterday both of these were actually available by 5 p.m. I actually saw a message online just after 5 saying that the beta had been released. So I updated both the iPhone as well as the Apple Watch to the latest beta. What I've found in the last day is pretty much mostly it's just speed improvements, so all the little bugs seem to have been worked out. Now there is one feature that has actually been fixed, but because I'm currently using an ND filter, I know that the screen will not show correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off the ND filter and then I'll show you this correctly. Okay, so with the ND removed, so the main feature that they've actually fixed on this particular beta version is the MagSafe animation. So for those of you who've watched my previous videos, you'll know that for a long time now, ever since the very first beta, what was happening was you would still get the MagSafe animation, well, the MagSafe sound whenever you put your phone on charge, but you wouldn't get the animation. So let's just take a look. So I have my Zero MagSafe sort of portable battery charger. For those of you who haven't seen the videos on this, I'll link them in a card in the top right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this on. So we do have the lights enabled, so it is ready to actually give charge. So as you can see, now it both gives the animation as well as the sound. So previously the animation won't come up. You would get the sound, but you wouldn't get the animation. So we'll just try that again. And as you can see, it's every single time. So as I say, for anybody wondering about this particular product, I'll add a link to that. Okay, so other than the broken animation, one other thing that I did notice was since, even from the last beta, so after my last video, I've actually done quite a lot of AirDrop transfers, and that has improved massively over beta 1 and beta 2. So AirDrop is pretty much back on tune. So since I actually updated to the beta 4, I did do some transfers yesterday, and those transferred basically pretty much instantly. Another thing that I did notice is from the MacBook to any iPhone, even to this one, throughout the whole process, the transfer speeds were actually fine. So it was literally only from the phone to the MacBook that it was actually giving me issues on the first two betas, and then since then it's been fine. Now a couple of the little housekeeping bits. The watch, both whenever I put the watch on, having taken it off my wrist, the unlocking of the watch using the iPhone and the unlocking of the iPhone using the watch whenever you're wearing a mask, that seems to have improved greatly as well. Previously what would happen is whenever you took your watch off, if you have that feature enabled where it enables the passcode whenever you take the watch off, then it used to take roughly around 2 attempts. So I would have to let it go to sleep, I would have to raise my arm to make it wake, and then maybe the second time I did that, I'd get the little pop-up on my Apple Watch saying that it's basically unlocked the Apple Watch, on my iPhone, saying it's unlocked the Apple Watch using the iPhone. Now it is pretty much instant. So what we'll do is we'll do a live test. So I've just taken that off, and what we should see is the pin numbers pop up. So I'll just pop that back on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unlock this and have it on the home screen. And if I just bring my phone up to it, there you go. So it's pretty much unlocked straight away. First time I actually brought it up, it wasn't actually touching my wrist properly. So yeah, that's improved greatly, as well as the other way around as well. So today I was back at work, and as you can tell by the red band, and basically every single time I've tried to unlock my phone, it's worked every single time without me having to put in a pin code. So none of that where it would time out and ask you to put your pin in again. It's basically working every single time now. I'm still not a fan of the actual sound. So the sound pretty much sounds like you're farting. It's not a great sound. That you may have just heard it just there, but it works and it manages to save you a lot of hassle when it comes to unlocking your iPhone whenever you're wearing a mask. Where I'm working, it looks like we're still going to be wearing masks for some time yet, so obviously it's a feature that I've needed at work. I did have a week off last week and didn't really have to make use of it. Having updated to this particular beta, I can tell straight away that it is a lot more responsive, both the unlocking as well as the consistency by which it does unlock. That's also improved as well. So that's all positives up to this point. Now, there was one thing that I wanted to discuss, which was a couple of people did reach out to me with regards to beta 3, and in particular the Apple Watch, and it related to health data. So a lot of people actually reached out and advised me that on beta 3, their health app, all of their data was pretty much broken. So some people found that their stand goal didn't register correctly. And as a result, there was a couple of people that actually messaged me saying for the first time in around 5 years, they've actually not hit their stand goal, which it only takes 1 minute per day, 1 minute per hour per day in order to hit the stand goal for that hour. So it would be surprising if that was the case. Other people mentioned the fact that health data was under registering. So people would do the same workout every single day, and then all of a sudden when they've gone to beta 3, they actually found that it was roughly around half. Now, for me personally, I've actually found today, I'm not sure if you'll be able to actually see that. What I'll do is I'll screenshot this and I'll insert it into the video. For me today, I set a target of 500 kilocalories and it's showing 600 for me. In terms of exercise, I set a 20-minute exercise target and it's showing 37. Stand goal is already on 11 of 12 hours. Now the stand goal, that's fine, but the other two, I wouldn't expect them to be that high considering it was the first day back at work and it wasn't really any more intensive than any of the previous couple of months, I'd say. The one difference could be that today was a little bit warmer, so possibly the heat could have had a factor, but to me it almost looks like they've overcompensated for that broken feature, and they're almost it looks like doubling what you've actually done, because I don't think I've actually burnt off that many calories today. So possibly the health data on the Apple Watch might still be a little bit broken, but other than that, everything else seems perfectly fine. As I've said before, no bugs, no app crashes, no restarts, nothing like that really. Battery life has been good. In fact, yesterday when I actually updated, I think I updated roughly with around about 70% battery life on each, and if anything, it was actually slightly better than what I was actually used to getting previously. Now, as I've mentioned before, that could simply be a placebo of the update. It takes a couple of days for things to settle down anyway, so maybe in a couple of days time it might differ, but yeah, everything's good so far. Now, given how close we are to the 23rd, and with that Apple event actually coming up, it is a possibility that we may not actually see more than one more beta. So we may only see maybe on the Monday, so Monday the 22nd of March, possibly on the day, so March the 23rd, we might see a beta release. But if there is another release, then that could well be the sort of grandmaster, if you like, and it could well be the public release under the beta program. So I wouldn't expect too many more betas, but for anybody not already on the betas, seeing as we don't have long left to wait now, I'd say probably just wait another week. But once you do get this, what you will find is all of the sort of little issues, the little bugs with all of these new features seem to have been ironed out. Now, the other part of this is going to be AirTags as well. So I'm not sure whether I've mentioned it in my previous videos, but you do now have this whole new section under Find My, essentially, and it's essentially pointing to AirTags. So that's obviously a new feature that's coming. There may be one or two other hidden features that could basically still be in the works, but not actually mentioned in any of these betas because they don't want to ruin it for the Apple event. More than likely, it'll probably just be Apple AirTags, and we know that the new iPad Pros are coming, and possibly some new AirPods 3 as well, which is basically just a sort of cheaper version of AirPods ink with no noise cancellation essentially. So yeah, we will have that to look forward to next week. I will be watching it. I won't be doing any live stream or anything like that, but we'll do a quick video afterwards with my thoughts on that. For anybody that looking at the betas, rest assured that if you do install it, for me it's been pretty flawless. There are a couple of bugs for some people out there, but I've personally not experienced those. But if you do wait, then this is going to be pretty much ready to go once it does actually publicly release. And I'm pretty sure most people are going to love that feature of unlocking your iPhone using your Apple Watch. Anyway, that's it for this video. Obviously, in order to stay up to date, do hit that subscribe button down below. Also hit the notification bell, that way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And I'd really appreciate if you could give this video a thumbs up as well. Other than that, thanks very much for watching.